How Drake's diss track changes everything. At last, the silence has been broken. Drake, the titan of modern rap, has broken his weeks-long silence to deliver a scathing retort to Kendrick Lamar's provocative "Like That" verse, as well as offering his perspective on both Future and Metro Boomin's latest albums. This response, in the form of a blistering 4 minutes long diss track, made a seismic wave in the hip-hop industry, which caused a ripple effect that we are still feeling almost a week after. How did Drake's diss track, Push-Ups, change everything? Well, you are about to find out, because in today's video, we are looking into how Drake's diss track possessed the power to reshape everything we thought we knew about rap rivalries and the music industry at large. Let's get into it right away. On Saturday morning, April 13th, the rap world was set ablaze when an unmixed version of the Push-Ups track mysteriously leaked online, sending shockwaves through cyberspace. Speculation ran rampant, with many questioning whether this onslaught of verbal warfare was indeed the work of Drake or the product of some eerily advanced AI. However, any doubts were swiftly dispelled as a new iteration of the song emerged just hours later. This revamped version boasted a different beat, upgraded lyrics, and a professional-grade mixing, leaving little doubt that this was the real deal. The diss track itself is a veritable inferno, with Drake unleashing a torrent of lyrical fire aimed squarely at his targets. From Kendrick Lamar to Future, Metro Boomin, Rick Ross, The Weeknd, and beyond, no one is spared from Drake's verbal onslaught. Over an ominous beat reminiscent of the OG Halloween soundtrack, Drake unloads for a relentless 4 minutes, acknowledging the daunting odds he faces with a chilling line. What the is this? A 20v1? We've all seen a diss track before, but this is more than a diss track. This is war, and it's one against many. In the opening lines of the song, Drake started by firing back at Future's perceived criticism by asserting his own loyalty and influence in the rap game. By stating, "I could never be nobody #1 fan. Your first #1. I had to put it in your hand." Drake directly addresses Future's previous line about being a #1 fan, which Future seemingly used as a jab at Drake's perceived lack of authenticity. However, Drake swiftly turns the tables by reminding Future of their collaborative success, particularly highlighting how he played a pivotal role in securing Future's first-ever #1 song on the Hot 100 chart with Way Too Sexy in 2021. This not only serves as a friendly reminder of Drake's significant impact on Future's career, but also asserts Drake's dominance and influence in the rap industry. Then he moves on to Kendrick Lamar, who seems to bear the most brunt of the diss. Drake disclaimed Kendrick's bold claims about snatchin' chains and burnin' tattoos by defiantly asserting, "You won't ever take no chain off of us." This line serves as a dismissal of Kendrick's threats. Moving on to a more playful jab, Drake takes a dig at Kendrick's stature, quipping, "How the you big Steppen with a size 7 men's on?" While the accuracy of Kendrick's shoe size may be up for debate, which some fans suggesting it's actually 8.5 or 9, Drake's remark cleverly plays on Kendrick's big Steppen persona, turning it on its head with a humorous twist. Continuing his onslaught, Drake touches Kendrick Lamar's career trajectory, insinuating that Kendrick has been coerced or manipulated by his record label, Top Dog Entertainment, TDE. With lines like, "Extortion baby, whole career you been shook up." Drake paints a picture of Kendrick as someone who has been held back or controlled by TDE's CEO, Anthony Tiffith. The repeated refrain of, "Drop and give me 50," throughout the song not only mocks a recent Instagram post of Kendrick doing push-ups, but also hints at the idea that Tiffith may be taking a significant portion of Kendrick's earnings, symbolized by the 50% split referenced in the lyric. Drake came prepared as he continues to dissect Kendrick's career choices and the public perception surrounding him. He further dismisses the efforts of Mr. Morales and the Big Steppers, suggesting that the endeavor had failed or fallen short in comparison to his own successes as the album was mid. Drake then turns his attention to the rap fans who he believes makes excuses for Kendrick's actions, attributing their leniency to a disdain for his own success. By painting Kendrick as a beneficiary of fan sympathy, Drake cleverly undermines his rival's credibility while positioning himself as the misunderstood underdog. Continuing his critique, Drake revisits the topic of Kendrick's contract, urging him to pull your contract so that the terms can be scrutinized. This line not only implies that Kendrick may be bound by unfavorable agreements, but also suggests a lack of transparency in his dealings with TDE. Drake then takes aim at Kendrick's collaboration with pop stars like Maroon 5 and Taylor Swift, sarcastically referencing the need for witty verses, and suggesting that Kendrick is beholden to the demands of his label. By highlighting Kendrick's foray into the pop sphere, Drake effectively challenges the perception of Kendrick as solely a lyrical rapper, suggesting that Kendrick too is susceptible to commercial pressures and industry trends. Drake's dissection of Kendrick's lyrics and career choices reaches its apex as he delivers a series of devastating blows aimed squarely at his rival's credibility and standing in the rap game. He diminishes Kendrick's place in the rap hierarchy by implying that artists like SZA, Travis Scott, and 21 Savage have eclipsed him in recent success, suggesting they should be considered ahead of him in the Big Three. But he wasn't done with Kendrick. Continuing his assault, Drake cleverly targets Kendrick's financial situation with some sharp wordplay. He starts off by saying, "Like your label, boy, you in the scope right now," hinting at Kendrick being in his crosshairs as they exchange lyrical blows. But that's not all. Drake also takes a dig at Kendrick's relationship with Interscope Records, suggesting some underlying issues there. What's really interesting here is the double entendre at play. Drake not only implies Kendrick being in his sights, but also subtly mocks Kendrick's alleged struggles with Interscope. It's a clever play on words that adds layers to the diss. And then, Drake drops the bomb by referencing Dr. Dre's Aftermath Records, a label Kendrick was associated with early in his career. By mentioning Aftermath, Drake not only nods to Kendrick's past, but also boasts about the impact his own disses are having on Kendrick's career. Then, he had to quickly deal with Metro. Drake's succinct jab at Metro Boomin encapsulates the producer's significant yet behind-the-scenes role in the ongoing feud, highlighting the power dynamics at play within the music industry, with the line, "Metro, shut yo up and make some drums." Drake not only dismisses Metro's involvement in the feud, but he also emphasizes the producer's primary function in the rap game, making beats, which he portrayed as insignificant. Despite Metro's efforts to stoke the flames of the war between Drake, Future, and Kendrick, Drake's blunt line serves as a reminder of the hierarchy within the industry, where producers are often relegated to the background while the spotlight shines on the rappers. The Weeknd wouldn't escape unscathed as Drake responded to the Weeknd's shots fired on All to Myself, asserting his dominance as the sixth god and frontrunner of the city's rap scene. Drake not so subtly challenges the Weeknd's claim to Toronto's throne, implying that the XO artist may not have genuine roots in the city. By referencing Chubbs, a close confidant of Drake's, as the Weeknd's former blunt runner, Drake not only reveals a level of intimacy within their inner circles, but also suggests a power dynamic where the Weeknd may have been subordinate to Drake's crew in the past. Moreover, Drake's direct call-out of the Weeknd by name and his critique of XO co-founder Amir Cash Esmailian's financial decisions elevate the personal stakes of the feud. Drake doesn't hesitate to shine a spotlight on the Weeknd's management team and their alleged financial missteps, suggesting underlying tensions and conflicts between the surface-level diss tracks. This move not only tarnishes the Weeknd's reputation, but also hints at deeper grievances and unresolved issues between the two artists, potentially rooted in personal and business-related conflicts behind the scenes. Drake's surprise at Rick Ross's unexpected entry into the feud is palpable in his lyrics, as he expresses incredulity at Ross's involvement while also delivering a potent counterattack. By rapping, "I might take your latest girl and cuff her like Ricky. Can't believe he's jumping in. this turning 50. Drake not only alludes to the speculation surrounding his involvement with Ross's ex, Christina Mackey, but also subtly mocks Ross's age and his decision to enter the fray at this stage of his career. However, it's the next line where Drake's retaliation truly hits its mark, as he boldly claims credit for Ross's chart-topping hits, implying that Ross owes his success to Drake's influence and collaborations. The clever twist comes as Drake uses Ross's own ad-lib against him, further intensifying the sting of his words. This strategic choice amplifies the impact of Drake's diss, turning Ross's signature sound against him and highlighting Drake's ability to weaponize even the smallest details to his advantage. The potency of this shot is underscored by Ross's swift response with a track of his own, where he launches personal attacks against Drake, including derogatory remarks about his appearance and alleged cosmetic surgery. There is more to talk about on this Push-Ups diss track, like the Ja Morant's celebratory dance moves, hinting at rumors about Ja's involvement with Drake's ex, and Travis Scott, who Drake initially appears to commend for his role in the feud, but later referenced a Rolling Loud performance scene where Travis was hyping up for Like That to be played, which raised questions about Travis's involvement. Also, Drake dismisses J. Cole's opinion of Kendrick's diss track and raps about Cole's attempt to intervene in the feud by contacting Top Dog Entertainment, revealing behind-the-scenes efforts to ease tensions. And then comes the legendary outro. This ain't even everything I know. Don't wake the demon up. Drop and give me 50, all you, as teaming up. The first response to Push-Ups was Champagne Moment from Rick Ross. More is expected in the coming days, and this might turn out to be a hip-hop diss season that changes everything. So if you don't want to miss any of the updates, subscribe to this channel and turn on your notification button. Like and share this video. Drop your opinion in the comment box, and we'll meet in the next video.